awareness. This is also a crucial point because again, they could have actually changed the rhythm, the movement of the game itself, and it could have gone to their favor because Teddy Cutie was doing all he could to shut down any movement coming in for Ruff. Even when the moment where we're talking about how Ruff was just standing there, not doing what he was supposed to do to give the support that is needed, and it gives so much space to GPA to shut them down. But now going into the drafting phase, what are they going to do? Are they going to actually deny Monster Vicious on how they actually maneuver with the Bitrix, or will we see finally the Hilda been put out? Because so far right now, they actually let go of Hilda, they let go of Chip. But going into the ban right now, we see that Angela has already been picked off. Matilda also been banned out. It seems that Monster Vicious are denying a Groot movement coming in from Gamer Packs, and despite the fact that for me, Matilda-wise, it doesn't have much of the leeway when they move in on the match number 1. But moving into the ban side of GPA, they're banning out Chip as well as Jushin.
Yeah, I mean, Monster Vicious, they do take out the Phoveus here, right? I would really favor taking out the Hylos versus the Phoveus, but still Phoveus a very strong initiator in the meta right now, despite the slight nerf. And now we see how much of a priority this Eve is, right? Because they're giving up the Suyo to Monster Vicious onto the likes of Uni, because it's gonna be a snap pick of Suyo, and it feels like Gamer Pack Ascent, I mean, they're more scared of this Eve than a potential Suyo coming out from Uni. But Uni, he can play the Fanny as well and give the Suyo over to Gamer Pack Ascent, and that's exactly what he does.
Not bad.
Ooh, and Fanny will be in the hands of Monster Vision. You talked about it, how they're very well versatile when it comes to Fanny, and Uni are scary. And this is something that Gamer Packs, they gotta be careful how they want to actually lock on, because Fanny is very tricky. We'll be going all over the place, and it's not going to be easy to pull through unless you found someone to actually just shut down any movement that comes along from Uni.
Yeah, the thing is, does Gamer Pack Ascent have a Mincetar player, right? Do they have that lockdown? I mean, Mincetar, very good at locking down the area with the King's Calling. Might not be meta, but it does shut down the Fanny. They do go for that meta pick of having Teddy Cutie on that Moskov once again. That Suyo, of course, definitely a great pick, but once again, they're lacking that lockdown. Is there anyone to hinder the movement of that Fanny, because they don't have that right now? And Monster Vicious, I mean, they can just go for that team fight, leave the Fanny as a singular unit. They will pick up that Vexana, they will pick up the Gato Kacha. You can see the other heroes, they are going to be meant for the team fight. They can go for the Beatrix once again, but Gamer Pack Ascent, I feel that they should ban it out, because Ruff, he plays a very scary Beatrix. Yeah, sure, he did give away 1 kill, but doesn't matter, right? He still plays a very scary Beatrix in the lane.
I mean, if he's cautious enough, he's very well around on the scouting area, definitely Beatrix is not something to be messed around. But they picked out Hylos for themselves for GPXN. And maybe there's a possibility they want to actually redeem themselves for the mistake they've done on the first map. But we do see CC will be banned out by GPXN.
And yeah, CC is not the only counter towards Hylos, right? Gamer Pack Ascent, if they want to fully enable that Hylos, you gotta ban out the Glue as well, right? Glue, CC, really strong against dealing with this tanky meta. And now, with the Ruby being taken out for Monster Vicious, not too sure about the Ruby. Oh yeah, it's good against Fanny.
Yeah,
so they have to take that out.
Can pick up Fanny easily, so I like it. I like the respawn wells coming up from Monster Vicious. They know who they want to actually control and make sure that will not be picked up, because again, they still haven't found the answer to Fanny just yet, because so far Fanny is still easily to roam around and it's not easy to lock on. And this is something, even with Hylos getting all the glorious path, Fanny can easily go away and move in back into the game fight to shut down Gamer Path Exat.
Yeah, and I'm very curious to see if Monster Vicious, right now, that Gato Kacha, you can put him on the EXP lane, you can pick up the Tigreal with the Vexana. It's gonna be a very scary teamfight combo to deal with, and then Fanny can do anything he wants in that background. And they do pick up the Kaja, very good answer towards that Fanny, but is it enough? Is it enough? Because you can Divine Judgment all you want, but you might be facing a Flicker Implosion into that Heavenly Hammer, into that Sacred Hammer, right? They do pick up the Nathan, and do they pick up the Tigreal here?
Let's see. I mean, pretty much right now, it's a good motion coming on from Monster Vicious. The lineup is already perfect. They just need another more tankier or even more sturdiest to actually hold the CC for themselves, making sure that at least Gamer Practice and if they want to move away or they even want to separate either one of the players, they will deny it completely. And this is what Monster Vicious is trying to do. But they do pick up the Teresa. They are not just only trying to hold off every like one area of the game 5 itself. They want to make sure that they control gamer pack in one area and denies any movement at all.
A gamer practice and they will have to find very aggressive pickoffs in this early game, especially the Kaja and the Suyo, and now with the last mid laner they pick up a Veil. Wow. Wow, that's just way off meta.
I mean, it could be okay a case as well. I mean, with the power coming and the skills wise coming on from Vale, I know it's not easy because you talked about how Kaja can be able to pick up Fanny, but it's not easy as he is very mobile. So maybe a possibility of Vale pushing away Fanny when it's needed, when it's necessary, so that there will be a way for Gamer Packs. And I'm not sure. It's not enough space. To be honest, it's really not enough space. But let's see. Who knows? Maybe there's a possibility with enough damage put out from GPXN. And don't cry. Why are you
crying? You know how easy
I'm
it is?
trying to be positive. I'm trying to be positive for GPA right now, you know?
You know how easy it is for Fanny to pick off Vale? Oh no! He's gonna dance around that ultimate, and now we head on into game 2 with very surprising pick coming out from Gamer Pakistan. The Vale making its debut, and now we find out who goes home here, right? Who goes home?
Yeah.
And I mean, I predicted 2-0, and I'm sticking to my prediction right now.
We all are. We all are predicting the same case right now. And with the decision making coming on from Gamer Practice and with that lineup, it's gonna be even more confirmed. But let's see how it goes. We hope the best for the Philippine teams. Again, guys, this is the second series of the day, round number 2. Are we gonna say goodbye to our Philippine teams, or will we see another game to be able to get a good fight? Monster Vicious from Malaysia, looking good so far. And I like the fact that they know what they need to be done. So far, again, the one thing they need to be aware of as well, because of the fact that they have Fanny, the motion that was done on round number 1, bushes are their best friends again from time and time again. And GPA, they need to be aware of it.
Yeah, and the thing is, Vale itself, you don't have that very strong of a lane priority versus the Vexana. You can see that Vexana already has a slight EXP advantage. That's because of the fact that Vexana, you can just spam up that Nerf Blast alone. And Xeno, it's the first move of the game, but Uni's around to answer back, and Lakes, he gets taken out. That's a Suyo. So that is the early game advantage that they wanted, right? Having the Kaja, having that Veil, that level 4 with the Divine Judgment, that's the exact game plan, all thrown out the window. What do you do now, Gamer Pakistan? Because Monster Vicious, they are not gonna let this advantage go. And a Fanny picking up a turtle at 2 minutes in, this is just bad news bears for GPA right now.
It is such a bad news. The fact that Xeno already picking up Lakes, and now we do see the fact that map control is already giving out to Monster Vicious. And we do see there is a contest coming in for the crabs, but it doesn't even matter because the fact is they are grounding off a really good control on the map. And somehow, Leaks, they will be trying to give so much space for him to at least farm it out, get as much as buff as he needed. But is it going to be enough with the fact that Uni having so much space already, covering all the grounds and always available whenever it's needed when it comes to team fights?
Yeah, Avatar the Guardian being used onto Cram here. I mean, Glorious Pathway is being used. Ultimate from Starboy actually finding a lot of mark, but Uni is left unchecked as he manages to get Starboy in that backline. A consolation prize, right? 1-to-1 trade. Gamer Pakistan, they deal a lot of damage, but it's not enough. I mean, this was the prime situation where that Veil ultimate hits onto multiple targets is still not enough.
It's still not enough. And looking for the answers that is needed by Team GPA right now. And we know for a fact that coming in right now is going to be Uni try to overextend to Starboy. Oh, just a little bit of tease. And they did manage to score away, but with only just one hit, Uni giving so much pressure to a point that Team Gamer Pack XN, they had to pull away straight away. Not much of them to cover the grounds of their own territory. And Team Monster Vicious, they know that if they control this in their own flow, in their own way, it could go in their own line right now.
And meanwhile, for Monster Vicious, right, they don't really have a timer on them. They don't really have to fight against a clock as long as they can keep this somewhat of an even advantage going, despite the fact that the net worth is not in their favor. Their Fanny scales way harder than what a Suyo does. And this is the power of having that Fanny, right? And he's left unchecked. What I expected out of Gamer Pakistan is to go for this early game team fight. They might be trying right now. Cram, he uses the Glorious Pathway though.
He used the Glorious Pass threat to move away, but here on out, it's going to be the penalty zone. Is it going to come out? But nope, it seems that Uni comes in, but unfortunately doesn't manage to actually connect the thought enough to shut down any movement coming in from Gamer Pack. But they did manage to take down Starboy, and it is going to be another turtle in the hands of Monster Vicious.
And yeah, that's the power of that revitalization Gato Kacha, right? Ruff, he's in a bit of trouble, but he has that flicker to get out. And you see, Ruff, he changes the Nathan changed the emblem spells based on the enemy lineup, and we saw the Purify in the previous series and now the Flicker now, because he knows that he has to avoid that Divine Judgment. That Purify is not good enough for that Suppress, and that's why you see that emblem change, I mean the battle spell change. Now Monster Vicious, they have all the momentum in the world right now, because currently Gamer Pakistan, where's the damage coming from, right? Only that late game damage from Teddy Cutie, because Starboy right now, even with that Veil ultimate, he's not finding the finish because of the revitalization coming out from Nova Escobar. Now, with the Glorious Pathway being used on a bomb lane, once again in vain, right? We see Cramp always trying to pop this Glorious Pathway really very early, and it's just given MV a lot of space because they know that this utility is not available. Now they can take as many team fights, they can dive the towers as they wish because they're not going to be getting slowed down.
Agree, definitely. Using it at the wrong time, giving so much space for Team Monster Vicious to do as much punishment as possible. The fact that Cram has always been pushed to use that ulti to a point for him to just survive or even to pull away from the game fights, it's not gonna be easy for Team Gamer Packs XN. Now, coming in right now, we do see within few more seconds to go, Turtle will be spawned out and they're not gonna actually allow it. They're gonna make sure that Uni will be able to push Teddy to just be at the top lane, trying to actually clear out the waves. And we do see 2 or 3 of the players from Monster Vicious already waiting for the turtles. Now GPA, they want to contest this.
Yeah, third turtle of the game, they want to contest this. I mean, Conceal being used, it's great target. On to Vexana, gets taken out. That's huge from Gamer Pakistan. They should have done this way earlier, but now it's not too late, right? You can still scale up on Taddy Cutie on the top lane, but then again, Uni is there to answer. 1-for-1 trade taken now. Avatar Guardian being used. Nova Escobar is in. Leaks, he does manage to get the turtle, but at what cost? Monster Vicious, they want to chase this down. They need to get another consolation kill. If they let Gamer Pakistan get away with this, I mean, Teddy Cutie is out, but Uni, he's still there, and he wants more. Nova Escobar goes down, does not really matter too much. They want that mid lane turret, and he gets the finish onto Starboy. They get that mid lane turret, and even more potentially going their way. They focus on the macro objectives here.
The macro objective been completed, being able to be focused right straight for Team Monster Vicious. It's a good consolation prize. It's a good trade-off for Monster Vicious, despite the turtle being picked up by the team of Gamer Pakistan. It doesn't even give much of the differential coming in from the currency wise as well, because still Monster Vicious is still in the lead with 3,000 goals in their hands. And here on out, it seems that Teddy Cutie has already spotted out Uni, but not to worry, Nova also already expecting, but GPA does not allow it. It seems that their awareness right now when it comes to Bush has been improved, and this is where the fine line that we know GPA is getting a little bit better and a little bit more defensive on their side. But going into the instant replay, unfortunately, we're not being able to see it because of the side. But I do feel like it's deserving on the side of how they actually managed to get a hold of the backline. First off, Uni tried to pick up Krem. Didn't manage to do so, but he ended up going to Starbuck. Doesn't matter. At least you get what you needed from that team fight itself.
And the most important thing here is, right, they get this mid lane turret here. That's so much space going to the favor of Uni. And with that, right, they can consistently put the pressure into that jungle. And Suyo, he does not thrive off pressure. I know he wants to fight, but he cannot show his face most of the time. And now, with Uni not having that control factor, not being able to worry about that Divine Judgment, you can see him pull stuns like this. And this is why you don't pick Vale against a Fanny, because this is what's gonna happen. You're just gonna get styled on, and you're not gonna find the control of him because there's no set control once that Divine Judgment is down.
Oh, and another lot will be picked up. Team GPA still haven't found the answer they needed at the moment right now. As the lot is going to be marching in within few seconds away, this is where the fine line. Can they actually do the same defense that they put out on the first round? They did it really amazing, but with Vale just on their side, it's still not going to be enough. And we do see here, Kram has already been spotted out. Madzi just finding a way to break through. Another turret been picked up. This is going to be the last few layers of the turrets for the baseline of Team GPA. And we know for a fact they're looking for a way out. We do see that Uni is far behind, and they're going to allow this to let GPA to just be focusing on the front side of the game itself. But there is going to be a possibility of Teddy QT try to make sure they can clear out that top side. But is that going to be a great positioning coming in from GPA? Somehow, so much pressure been put out on the mid lane, and now as the Lord marching in right here, we do see Uni overextension coming in at the top, almost barely coming alive, but it's still close enough to tell. Right this instant, that overextension, will it be at a cost? Here on out, we do see Kram clearing out the lot because of the fact that Uni tried to go in 1v2 situation with Teddy Cutie. It was still not in favor, but he comes back alive. He shuts down Teddy Cutie immediately, and that's the opening it needed for Team Monster Vicious.
Yeah, they are going straight in with that penalty zone off that kill. Zeno, he might give up his life here, but this inhibitor is all that they want. The Nathan in the backline, he's still alive though. Can they get more here? Uni will be joining the battlefield really shortly, right? They do not have the super creeps anymore. Teddy Cutie did a great job of just easing that lane pressure that Monster Vicious was putting out. Because if they had to worry about that top lane, there's so much to worry about. This conceal play coming in from Damien right now, he might be in danger here. And yeah, definitely just disengages.
Okay. Try to actually pick up the players of Monster Vicious, which not the right choice, not the right decision making, but it's okay. Goes away immediately knowing that that was not the right move, and now they will try to actually pull it out. And look how much of the difference coming in. 2,319 gold difference. Not much of a difference, but yet it puts so much toll to the side of Team Gamer Pack XN.
Yeah, I mean, this is a lineup that Gamer Pack XN essentially does not have an answer towards. Like, even with the Divine Judgment on that top lane, Damien was there together with Teddy Cutie. That was the prime damage time for Uni to die, for Fanny to get taken out. That was their answer. That Divine Judgment was their answer. And now they realize they don't have the farm to actually answer for that. Now Zeno can play in that front line, give Ruff the purple buff. And with the purple buff on Ruff right now, he can take this Lord with that enhanced cooldown. So Monster Vicious, they are taking objectives one at a time. And this is a calculated move coming out from Monster Vicious, right? If Gamer Pack Ascent, they go for this Lord here, it might be the worst mistake that they can make. And Escobar already finding the members of GPA hiding in that bush. I mean, MV, they're doing a great job of checking these bushes right now.
Agree, definitely. Clearing out everyone. Xeno also trying to push away the GPA. It gives so much space for the team of Monster Vicious to get the Lord already. This is how you want to control the movement. This is how you want to give so much space to your jungler, to your players, so that they can actually have so much of the potential to shut down and get a hold of the Lord itself. Now, the Lord is going to march in. Can the team of Gamer Pakistan defend their baseline as they did before?
I mean, 6 items already out from that Fanny, right? At that point, he's spoiled for gold. He's the most highest damage dealer on the map right now, and the most mobile character. We see the penalty zone. I mean, Xeno. Yeah.
Oh, failure coming in from that penalty zone. But Uni try to back things up. He will be able to take down Daddy Cutie. But with the trade-off right now, we do see Marzi gonna go in for the push. Does he manage to go through? He's gonna go in for a fight with Kaja. Doesn't get the kill that he needs. Doesn't manage to pull through. But Lix ended up taking down immediately Uni. And as we go in, Lix takes down Marzi as well. This overextension was just pushing in to give that push for the side of Monster Vicious to just deny it. They gave that confusion to the side of the players of Gamer Pack XN, making another victory in the hands of Team Monster Vicious.
I mean, with